Hey everyone, happy Friday. We've got a little treat for you today. I'm trying something new on the show. It is a segment called Fridays with Dan. Nothing fancy, nothing overproduced, just a space where I sit down at the end of the week and talk about what's been going on in my household, the Bacchus household, and inside this wild brain of mine. Think of it like a quick check in. What I watched, what I learned, what made the world feel just a little bit smaller. Just me and you hanging out for a few minutes before we head into the weekend. So, we're going to start off with a little bit of NASCAR. So, if my wife is listening, please put your earmuffs on because you're not a big NASCAR fan, and that's okay. But the Clash finally got underway on Wednesday after several weather delays. It was scheduled for Sunday and then Monday, but there was so much snow and rain and everything. But it finally got going Wednesday night, and the weather was still not great. But man, there was Shane Van Gisbergen in the wet on that track. He was on fire. It was like watching someone drive a car in a completely different gear than everyone else. But as soon as the track dried, the advantage really slipped away, but it was still impressive as hell to watch. But at the end of the day, Ryan Preece ended up coming home with the victory. I love seeing a guy like that get that moment. He has never won a NASCAR race, so I'm super excited for him. And those are just the types of wins that feel good, the ones where you can tell the driver earned it. And I just wanted anyone's thoughts if you want to comment on this episode. Did you like the format this year, or would you rather see this exhibition race move to a different track, maybe a larger one? So yeah, I'd just love to hear your thoughts on that. But I thoroughly enjoyed the race. I thought it was a great way to kick off the NASCAR season. So on the home front, my wife and I finally started the show Bates Motel. I know, I know, we're late to the show. Everyone's probably watched this like a decade ago, but whatever. It's new to us, and we're having fun with it. It just has such a weird mix of tones. It's heavy. I mean, really heavy at times, and a little graphic. But then out of nowhere, it'll hit you with something that's just almost comical. It's not in a goofy way, just this is so bizarre. I can't even believe this is happening, so I have to laugh about it. Uh, and then every time Norman shows up on screen, all I see is Charlie Bucket from the modern Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, directed by Tim Burton. I just see the same face, the same energy, just darker. It's like if Charlie left the chocolate factory and immediately enrolled in a psychological thriller. It's really been messing with my brain in the funniest way. But it's been a nice little ritual for me and my wife this week, something to unwind with at the end of each day. So we're gonna just do a little short reflection. So something I've really been sitting with this week is the idea of making the world feel a little bit smaller, whether that's through my podcast or just simple interactions within my community. Um, Everyone's so busy and everyone is, doing their own thing. And it's just so easy to drift past each other without really noticing or having any cognizant thoughts about what's really going on in the world. And then you see these little flashes, a shared interest, a good conversation, a moment of understanding, and the distance shrinks. And so I've just really been thinking about that the past couple of days. So It's about the small stuff, the everyday stuff, the things that remind us that we're not as far apart as we sometimes feel. I mean, I've been interviewing people from Ireland, from Australia, from Canada. You can reach whoever you want to and just shrink the world a little bit because we are all people. We all have feelings. We all have emotions. So I just want to keep that in the listeners' minds today. So, so last night, obviously, as I hope many of you know, the Olympics have started, and I actually just finished watching the opening ceremonies and got a little emotional. It's really cool seeing some of those really tiny countries with like one or two athletes in like even Caribbean countries um, represented. They're so proud of, where they come from and how hard they work. So I really want everyone to go out there and watch that and just support them. Obviously, I'm going to cheer for the USA because I'm American, but in the back of your mind, cheer for kind of the underdogs as well, the people that work just as hard with probably 1% of the resources that countries like the US or Canada or China or Russia have. So I don't know. It's just really important to me. So, but yeah, I was watching curling and Team USA has been really fun to follow this week. We are 4-0 with the team of Corey Teese and Corey Dropkin. Both of them are from Duluth, Minnesota. So that's basically like the curling capital of the world. So I love the momentum we're going there, and I just love watching them curl together. Um, if you're not familiar with curling, please check it out. It is a very underrated sport, and I don't think people realize how athletic and in shape you need to be to play that sport. And yeah, mixed doubles moves fast. You don't get time to overthink. You have to just trust your partner and commit. And yeah, Corey and Corey are doing it beautifully. Like I said, they're 4-0. So please keep following that. It's been one of the highlights of my week, just seeing us come out strong, seeing two athletes from the same hometown carry just that US energy onto the Olympic stage. Kind of to finish it off, I wanted to give a sneak peek of my upcoming guest that will be released on Monday. It is with Daniel Gray. I had a wonderful conversation with him. He has a story that it's layered, it's complex, it's complicated, and it's deeply human in both the best and worst ways. And he just brings such a level of honesty that you don't really always get when someone sits behind a microphone. And yeah, there's just a depth to him that I think listeners will really connect with. And I'm grateful that he trusted me with his story. So thanks everyone for joining me. That was the first edition of Fridays with Dan. I super appreciate you hanging out with me today, and I hope you have a great weekend. I really just wanted to share a space to slow things down, share what's been on my mind, and let you in on the pieces of the week that don't always make it into my full episodes. So if you've enjoyed this, stick around. I'm planning to make this a regular Friday rhythm, so don't go anywhere. Something simple, something honest, and something that adds a little bit of connection to the end of your week. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you back here soon.